Clap for King Charles. No kings. No kings protester. It's Sunday. I'm Akorn. Welcome back to Laugh While the World Burns, bringing you your weekly dose of idiocracy, memes, and news. The next AkornTV live stream hangout on Twitch is tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Links are in the video description. Everything you see or hear on this channel is for entertainment and comedy purposes only. Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend and the actor that's portraying her in the Netflix series. This was a role she's actually suited for, and they fumbled it. I have to agree, she would have fit that role perfectly. When gas prices go over $4 a gallon. Yeah, you gonna make a jet bike out of Mentos and Coca-Cola? The best stimulus package would be a 0% income tax. Nah, they ain't gonna let us out of that slave wage. Dad, if socialism doesn't work, why do some people still support it? Because they don't work either, son. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's the kind of people that's for all of these things. And the reason that they're for it, though, is because of all the stuff that they've been given by the government that they never had to pay into. Amazon's proof of delivery photo. Well, that was pretty good timing, to say the least. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. That's 100% true. That's also why the more that you know, the less you can stand to be around stupid people. How I look at an intruder after he realizes the anti-gun signs outside my house were lies. It would definitely make him think twice the next time they went into a house that had that sign. Maybe we should all start putting these signs up. Let's see California tax this exit from the state. Are you kidding? There's already all the taxes at the funeral, the grave, inheritance tax, and more. March 2018. Wanna be my girlfriend?
Only if World War III would start.
Today. Yo, what's up? Well, he's not wrong. The experts. You must call poison control if you swallow fluoridated toothpaste. The experts. But don't worry, drinking 2 liters of fluoridated tap water is safe and good for you. How do people still not see the hypocrisy in this? Well, if they still believe the government and the mainstream media, then they certainly wouldn't have much reason to question this. Joe Biden called a black university trustee, Barack, at Syracuse, said he looks like Obama. The internet is divided. Well, from this angle, he kinda does, actually. What do you guys think?
A woman's intuition is never wrong.
Way too many single mothers for this to be true. Drive like Tiger. I will not be doing this. No, I hope not. At least not the way he's driving these days. Didn't he go over to Europe or something for supposed treatment? No straw to save the sea animals. Yeah, congratulations with that one. Get your jar of soy sauce there and eat your sushi. Law and Order, California State Trash Can Division. I think this will be a second season, won't it? Nah, what am I thinking? That's been on at least 20 years, probably longer. I have 1,000 Mars bars in my fridge, and my mate has 1 in his. I pressured him into giving his to a homeless person. This is how celebrity charity appeals work. You're absolutely right, 1,000%. It was just like not back too long ago when Oprah and Dwayne Johnson really got ridiculed online pretty bad because of that. I can't even remember what disaster that they were supposedly taking up money for. Rich people have small TVs and big libraries. Poor people have small libraries and big TVs. Rich people literally have in-home theaters. Please stop lying. Yeah, no joke, right? And it's always the rich celebrities and stuff that run around saying things like,
Money don't buy happiness.
well, being poor certainly don't buy happiness either. This is Thomas Massey from Kentucky talking about how it is now law that all new vehicles as of 2026 must have a kill switch installed in them. But it's even worse than that. Take a listen.
Right now in law that's going to be implemented it says for 2026 that states that every vehicle manufactured is going to have a kill switch in it. The car itself will monitor your driving. And if the car thinks that you're not doing a good job driving, it will disable itself.
Every time you eat, thank the Heavenly Father and a farmer. That is absolutely true. Anyone else find it funny that Democrats suddenly have no kings protest this week? There is an actual, literal king in the United States right now. King Charles is here on state visit, and somehow they do not care at all. I thought they were against kings. Or was that only when they could use it to attack Trump? It's only done when it fits the narrative, guys. Kings, rulers, they're all the same. I changed the Netflix password after a breakup and immediately got this text from her dad. Hey pal, since you and my daughter broke up, am I also cut off from Netflix? As far as I'm concerned, I'm just an innocent casualty. I thought that one there was actually pretty funny. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he didn't give him the new password. Of course, that would be under the condition that he was not allowed to give it to his daughter, though. The cost of compute is far beyond the cost of the employees. NVIDIA executive says right now, AI is more expensive than paying human workers. Of course it is. It's never been about the money, guys. They literally make the money, and they're the ones that own all the companies. What it's about is replacing us. Small Missouri town ousts half its city council after $6 billion AI data center approval. Petition calls for mayor's removal as frustration and violence over AI data centers mounts. A lawsuit is also seeking to undo the project's approval. Well, at least there's one small bit of good news. Unfortunately, good news for that town just means bad news for somebody else, wherever it gets moved to. I just discovered that the eastern U.S. is actually an island. Well, if that was the case, then so is all the continents, technically. When the government tries to tell me what I need to do to be a good person, you're in no position to lecture the public about anything. Yeah, that's putting it very lightly. My shoelace broke today. Most people would blame Donald Trump, but I know it's actually because of climate change. This is a clip from Asmongold, and he's playing this video of a younger Jim Carrey on, I don't know what TV show this is. I'm sure some of you probably will know. But regardless, he's playing a character that fits the actions of today's liberals. Just watch this short clip.
How did this turn into reality?
Listen up, people. I am here and I want to help. This is our planet. Can I get a hurrah?
Oh, no.
What am I, invisible? Doesn't anybody care?
I want one with relish.
And I want mine with mustard.
I want you to stop this insanity. What do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to make a living here.
And the planet is dying. Listen.
This is in the 90s?
I can't get a pulse.
What the hell are you talking about?
There are 50,000 hot dog cows in Kansas alone.
So?
So, when those cows break wind, not only is it stinky, but it's cutting a hole in the ozone.
Oh, no!
Think of those hot dogs as 1 cubic foot of cow gas. Bon appetit. That's it.
He's so good, isn't he?
Can make a difference.
Listen, I don't want any trouble, so why don't you just move along?
Does somebody have a camcorder?
All right, that's enough.
Don't touch me, I'm a vegetarian. Oh.
How did he know?
Jim Carrey didn't know. He's an actor. He was given a script, and whoever it was at the top of having that script written was in the know enough to know what they had planned for the liberal narrative in the future. Declassified CIA files reveal chilling blueprint to manipulate Americans' minds through covert drugging with It's kind of funny how people's just now finding out about Project Artichoke and a lot of other things. And even then, most people don't consider if they were doing those things back then, what are they doing today? I just sold my homing pigeon on eBay for the 22nd time. Well, you're getting a pretty good return on your investment. Here's another PSA, guys. Pritzker calls for year-round E15 gasoline in letter to Congress. Governor says war in Iran has elevated urgency for cheaper, higher ethanol fuel. There's two problems with that. I guarantee you it won't be any cheaper at the pump. Even if it drops a few cents, give it a week, it'll be right back. But number two, you also lose fuel mileage. Ethanol does not get the amount of fuel mileage that straight gasoline does. And number three, let alone the whole point of it being, is to destroy all the older engines. That's really what it boils down to, guys. This is Cash for Clunkers 2026 edition. The only cars they want left is the ones that they can update over Wi-Fi. My bike was stolen last week, and yesterday I saw it for sale on Craigslist. So I messaged the seller, met him at McDonald's, and when I noticed it was 100% my bike, I dumbly asked to take it for a ride. He said, yeah, just don't ride off, which is exactly what I did. I stole my bike back. Good for you for getting your bike back, but you better be careful because in this day and time, the cops would arrest you for stealing his bike, even after they know the truth. U.S. man dies by suicide after believing AI wife asked him to join her in digital world. You know, it's bad enough when, younger kids and things don't understand what not to listen to from AI. But it's a whole other conversation when supposed adults don't have the understanding to make that distinguishment. Pretend to fight racism and hate. Fund racism and hate. The Southern Poverty Law Center. Yeah, I'm sure all of you by now has heard about all of that. How that all the money that they were taking in supposedly to fight racism, and they turned around and paid the people who run these organizations that the Southern Poverty Law Center claimed were white supremacist groups. But now that everyone else has finally figured it out, people should ask, were those groups even real at all? Or were they just performers doing what they were told to get their paycheck? Irregardless, either way, it doesn't even matter that everybody knows about the Southern Poverty Law Center now, because they've already been used to do a whole lot of things for a whole lot of years. 29,000 girls signed a petition to release Cameron Herron after his photo went viral online. The 18-year-old street racer hit and ran over a mother and her child. This is the stupidity of today's generation, on both sides of the counter in this example. Matt Radley is a lecturer in biochemistry at St. Hilda's College within the University of Oxford. He is recognized for his work in mechanistic biochemistry and the integration of innovative educational tools like AI and collaborative workshops in the classroom. And people continue to send their kids to these colleges and wonder why that they end up brainwashed. Be careful about inventing anything having to do with fuel mileage. 300 mile per gallon fuel injection? This will revolutionize the fuel and auto industries. So, yes sir, no doubt. This is a meme, but yet at the same time, it's absolutely true. It's happened time and time and time over again. Police have reportedly used license plate readers to stalk romantic interest at least 14 times in recent years. 14 times that they actually wasn't able to stop the public from finding out about it. Probably countless times where all of these things are being implemented at. Montgomery County man arrested for removing a 10-year-old's shoes and socks to smell his feet at a Dave & Buster's. I'm assuming that Dave & Buster's is some kind of restaurant. I don't know, I've never heard of it. But what the heck is wrong with people today? America trembles as Transportation Secretary announces plans for air traffic controllers to lean on AI tools. I've only ever flown on one trip in my life, there and back, and I didn't like it back then. There ain't no way I'd be flying today. Last week, I had a post about this. Now here's the news article. UK lawmakers approve lifetime smoking ban for today's under 18s. And it literally is what it sounds like. Everyone who is 17 years of age or younger, it is now illegal for them to smoke at any point in time in the rest of their life. But remember, you live in a free country, and they'll arrest you and put you in jail if you say otherwise. I think it's disgusting how vegans still drink water. That's a fish's home. Yeah, just think about all the microorganisms and other creatures that you're drinking in the water too. If you're having a bad day, just remember that about 100 people this year flew to Austria instead of Australia. That would be pretty disappointing to say the very least. I can't imagine what I would do in such a situation. I mean, there ain't much else you can do except for turn around and go to Australia from there. And that's assuming that you even have the money to buy that ticket at that point. This is the great reset that the world truly needs. Share this video if you agree. That's a good start, but there's also people higher than them. If you like today's show, click here for more. New merch in the store, AkornTV livestream Hangout tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. All links down below in the video description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, everything you see or hear on this channel is for entertainment and comedy purposes only.